Yeah, most definitely. It's Lanski. So back with the vids, we're gonna make it a little shorter than usual for now. So, next on the list, my favorite Busta Rhymes album, the Coming, classic album, Oh, I got you all in check, R.P. the Dirt McKirk, they had the remix for that. Also got Everything Remains Raw, Ill Vibes by Q-Tip and all that. That's a classic, so check that out. Yeah, most definitely. It's Lanski, back with it, many dialogue type of video, Next on the list, we got LL Cool J, his historical, some consider magnum opus album. Mama said, knock you out. I remember this, classic, they had this in the Def Jam, the Della video game, Jingling Baby, go ahead, remix on there, 6 minutes of pressure on there, ride around with the booming system, all that on there is classic. So if you haven't returned to that, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. See Lanski back with a, mini dialogue type of video. Yeah, most definitely. So now we're gonna get into, one of my favorites, probably, I gotta say my favorite Gangstar album. Got Caught in the Streets on there, I got Lemonade was a popular drink and it still is. I got most than Bruce Willis, that 11 color, performance they did was classic, I got Sucker MCs made the Bodyguard, got mad classics on it, Mad Wells, Premier produced it, and of course the historical Master Pill. So if you haven't, go check that for real. And RP the Guru is Lanski. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. It's Lanski. So, I'm back on my list, my favorite projects or albums and things of that nature by my favorite MCs. So quick, fast, we're getting to it, gotta make an exception for this one, Friday Night Lights by J. Cole, classic joint, at the Erica Badu intro, too deep for an intro type joint, before I'm going, Bill Malik, we rapping over the devil and the right trash joint, just mad classics on it, my favorite line off of the tape is, keep grinding your life and gone in 1 year. Peace to J. Cole on Lanski. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. It's Lanski, back with a mini dialogue, we're gonna get into some of my favorite Kendrick Lamar albums real quick, We got started off with that historical slept on, but well acknowledged in the same breath, Section 80 joint, that's classic 88D on it, Hold Up, Blow My Heart, Rigor Mortis, mad different classics on it, Good Kid in Mad City, photographic type of masterpiece, Of course, we got, damn, that's classic, We even got Untitled the Master Joint, of course, the Pebble Butterfly, the catalog looking stacked, See, that battle was great, but having with that, I gotta speak too much, though. Landscape, I'm proud of it. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. See, Landscape. So, I'm gonna get back into, some of my favorite songs by some of my favorite musicians real quick. So, the mythological rappers is comical. The astronomical is coming through like the crew bombing you and then bombing in your crew too. With the musical master, you know how I do. Vocabulary spills, I'm talking about that. My beautiful most thing in the world, joined by Keith Murray, produced by Eric Sherman, classic, also Jack and that Enigma joint, got the rhyme joint on there, remix with Jay Dilla, historical, to produce that as well, but that's just a quick one, Lansky, the mini dialogue, yeah. Yeah, most definitely. See Lanski, I'm back with my mini dialogue series, talking about some of my favorite albums by some of my favorite musicians, MCs to be exact, So we gonna start it off with Strictly Business by EPMD, you got to chill on it. It's my thing. You're a customer, the whole album classic, I remember having I don't know for months, then you got the Unfinished Business joint, what you saying on there. Saying part 2, saying part 1 also on the first album, and then please listen to my demo. Please listen to my demo. And they got mad other classics. Just tap into their catalog. See, Landscape, I'm proud of it. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. See, Landscape, back with my new series, the mini dialogue, So, get into one of my favorite hip hop albums, by one of my favorite hip hop, trios and things of that nature, to my De La Soul, all Peter Park and all that, definitely, most definitely, they had classic tunes on it, like Me, Myself, and I, Clifton, George Clinton, the video version definitely had, the buddy version, with a different beat, the heartbeat joint, had Queen Latifah on there, YouTube on their price, Tropical Fresh, Boney Love on there, Mad Classic, and then one of my favorite joints on there, this is the recording, it's classic, the album just so tap into that. See Lanski. Yeah, most definitely. See Lanski back with my mini, dialogue list real quick, fast. Yeah. So get into some of my favorite joints. By the classic doors like Rick and Dougie Fresh. Individually already though. Lottie Dottie, of course. Got the Oh My God joint, boy. Dougie Fresh. The show and all that. Then, of course, like Rick went on to drop that historical album. The Adventurous album, Slick Rick, have mad classic albums on there, Hey Young World, The Children's Story, This Was the Moment I Feel, all that, The Rule Is Back, the classic album, Mona Lisa, checking the twins for that, See Lanski. Yeah, most definitely, it's the bad man See Lanski, back with the many dialogues, we're gonna get into, the first female rapper to ever drop a solo hip hop album. Of course, we talking about MC Light. Yeah. Like, there's a rock classic joint, back in like 88, back in the golden era, had that classic joint, Paper Thin on there, She also dropped her second joint, had the Poor Georgie joint on there, the real deep track. I remember growing up hearing that, back when, hip hop TV was hip hop TV. Then on her third joint, she had the Roughneck joint on there. Roughneck, she gotta have a Roughneck. Also to mention, I think it's on one of her albums. I think she was one of the first to thought the Dynasty sign, Just dropped my album on Rock Nation. I'm tired, but tapping. Yeah, it's Lanski. Yeah, most definitely. See Lanski. So, we're gonna get into, one of my favorite, MCs and, they albums, we talk about, that Capital Steve, first joint, the first tape he had, back in like 2012. A lot of y'all wasn't even listening to music back then, but we talking about American Corruption, had classic joints on there, Free Robots, Dear Diary, wasn't it? A Dream. We got 135 on there, the Talking Joint, Joey on there, Doggy Bags, 5 on there, Bad Classics, Apex, all Peter Steve, second at 47 Harvard. Yeah, most definitely. See Lancy, back with another, review. One of my favorite groups of all time, Onyx. This came out, right before I was born, right about to come out the womb and do great things, So my 50, 30 and crime, throw you in the air and you just don't care. Slam, da 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 da. Let the boys be boys, back up, classic album, See Lanski. Yeah, most definitely, it's See Lanski. I'm back with one of my many dialogue videos. So, we're gonna get into, one of my favorite hip hop artists, you can call him a pop artist, things like that, Even though a lot of people checking, he lost that battle and he wanna fall off, we still gotta pay homage, that's so far on tape, dropped in 20, not even 20. What I'm talking about, back in 2009, that's how long ago it was, So far on, that started him being in the rap game from being, a TV show star. Classics on there, like, I just want to be successful, November 18th, when he was rapping on that DJ School joint, Ignorant, best I ever had, of course, my favorite joints, the Common, Congratulations, it's a historical tape, tap in to See Lanski. Yeah, most definitely, it's See Lanski, back with a mini dialogue video real quick, We'll get into one of my favorite, classic mixtapes, by Nicki Minaj, Beat Me Up Scotty, that shit classic, the I Get Crazy. That joint was classic. I don't even know about that. I just think I like her. And of course, she got to that, historical, joint by Soldier Boy, the dunk joint, that tape right there put her on the map, though. Right after that, she went on to do great things, the Monster Verse, Pink Friday, all that. So, tap in if y'all ain't know about that one. See, Lanski. Yeah. From the block to the top, Buddha baggies in the socks. Honeys used to write for me with pockets of dust money. Yeah, moms gave me lunch money. And now what's funny, we talk about the classic tape, we're gonna get into 99 real quick, classic tape, got waves on there, fun of tone, survival tactics, RP the stage, I just dropped the video also about, American corruption, go tap into that one too, the whole tape classic, and Body the Essence, had World Domination on there, produced by Doom, had classic joints, RP the Doom, just tap into that, you guys already know about that. That's hell hot right there, that's a classic, see, Lanski. Yeah, yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Let's see, Lanski, so, we gonna get us to, RP, one of the goats, one of the, pioneers that brought that energy to hip hop, RP the best market, it's a classic, historical album, going off. It started the classic year 88 off right, had classics on it, the vapors, make the music with your mouth, nobody beats the pigs, album classic, picking buggers, albums, square mall, historical album, then you have mad classics, this before Just a Friend, but tapping if you don't know about this one, it's a classic, Lanski. Yeah, most definitely, Lanski, yeah, and it's, my top 10 favorite list, my favorite rappers, and, their bodies of work, things of that nature, as far as music go, they classics. So, we're gonna get into, Live Love ASAP, right? ASAP Rock, classic album, or mixtape, but, feel like an album, purple swag on there, real trippy, peso on there, get lit, brand new guy, feel like joint, whole album historical. It's in pink. She's all that I want. I don't know why that wasn't on a platform version, but that other joint he dropped, tribute to games, that joint classic as well, tap into that. See, man, RP the games. Yeah, most definitely. See, Lanski, so, we're gonna get into, my favorite songs, from, that classic, Remy Ma album, something about it, something about Remy. Story joint, I had, to get like classic or get like even existed, whatever joint, conceited joint, classic joint, it's fresh off the back, laying back, the Lady Luck battle, Fight Club, y'all don't even know about that. I wasn't outside then, but I was. Yeah, most definitely a Lanski. Yeah, most definitely a Lanski. So, we're getting into, the classic album by the game from the West Coast, the documentary, how we do it on it, with 50, that really kick-started the whole album run, produced by Dr. Dre, him and 50, was a dynamic duo, They also had that, Hey That I Love It joint on there, classic. Hey That I Love It, the dogs on top, and then, fresh out 2001, by the same time Dre dropped 2001, presents with an attitude volume 1, classic joint, Dreams produced by Kanye, the whole album classic, tap in on Lanski documentary. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. See Lanski, so we're gonna get into the classic album, by Net RP the Net, Victory Lap, it's a classic album, some of my favorite joints on there, Status Symbol 3. Almost forgot what I was doing. Riding around by myself. It's just so historical. Alright, Snow Bunny's in a video. Bunch of vibes, at the end. Oh, let's get back to the music, Dedication. Guys, join with Kendrick on it. I drank classic. You know, gosh, that was alive. You know, classic. The whole album classic. And I ain't nothing like these rap. I talk about the album for days, but you know, tap in as a classic. See, Lanski, yeah, yeah.